Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be a drag-em-out brawl as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Raiders are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Chiefs, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Charles, the low setback. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. He'll get the football here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelsey will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Second down following the run. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Smith, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
In motion, Hill. A first down carry here for Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
They'll send Macklin in motion left. Again, it's Charles. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Smith, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the I. And the tight end goes in motion left. The play clock's running down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Play clock winding down. To throw his car. Penalty marker is down here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Murray. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, it's Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Carr to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Carr now to throw. Cooper's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yep.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion, the tight end. On first down, Murray. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got time. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hey, we're gonna rally, Jack. Rally. Here we go. Red
They'll
18.
come out in the
Red
pistol.
18. 56, the flight, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the back goes into motion. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Murray the lone setback. Another pistol look here. Carr now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll give it to the fullback, Olawale. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Murray. That's strong running. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The play clock's running down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game. Do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive. Be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
To throw is Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. On 4th down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So good news, Charles. This will not be a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter number 3.
Let the celebration begin, partner. Yeah, it's just a field goal. But the way these defenses rolled the first half, any points are looking pretty good right about now.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go. 5 and 8. Zebra. Hello, baby. Alert. Alert.
Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Play clock winding down. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And the back goes into motion. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Macklin, the man in motion. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll send Macklin in motion left. On the counter, it's Charles. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Macklin, the man in motion. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Smith keeps it on the sneak.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Charles the lone setback. Here's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
To today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Under. Ready.
They'll send Macklin in motion left. From the gun on third down, Smith. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Carr now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go now with Olawale. He only needed a few inches. He didn't even get that. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They begin the drive with Charles. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Smith now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Macklin, the man in motion. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
They pitch it to Charles. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll send Macklin in motion left. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. He cuts it middle, and he's got some room. But he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took him the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, Now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
10 yards to go on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. They'll look to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Mackler. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, there were times where this felt more like a soccer match, just not a lot of offense. Really good defensive battle, though.
You kept wondering if one of the teams would break out today. Neither one of them really did. One got just enough points to win the game. Excellent defensive football.
So for the Raiders, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.